Sincerely, I expected to do well, but I didn't expect it to be to this extent. This has come as a surprise.
And I'm so happy of my marks. I'm happy that my teachers were there all through along with me.
Celebrations as Kakamega's Goldaline Kadia emerges top candidate in 2017 exams.
We have no malpractice case to report, and I wish and pray that we continue to run the education sector this way.
Speed marking and cheating free highlight the 2017 KCPE results released today. Preparations in high gear ahead of Uhuru Kenyatta's swearing-in ceremony on Tuesday.
We are so happy. We're overwhelmed.
And Zimbabwe's Robert Mugabe finally resigns, according to Parliament Speaker Jacob Mubenda.
Very good evening to you. Welcome to Ktn Prime. Thank you for creating time for us. Our sign language interpreter at the bottom end of your screen is Meresha Owiti. I'm Linda Ogutu. So before we look at the top stories here in the country, it's important that I mention some breaking news that is coming from Zimbabwe. We now do know that Zimbabwe's President Robert Mugabe has resigned. A letter from Mugabe said that the decision was voluntary and that he had made it to allow a smooth transition of power. The surprise announcement halted an impeachment hearing that had begun against him. That story will come to you later on in this bulletin. But let's come back to this country and focus on KCPE results that were released this morning. Goldaline Kakuya is the top student in this year's KCPE examinations. She endured the challenges that come with a skin condition to record the best performance. Caroline B. has her story.
Celebration and merrymaking only befitting a king rocked little-known St. Anne Junior School in Lubao, Kakamega County. For the first time ever, the top student is one with special needs. 14-year-old Goldaline Gakuya from Iten defied all odds to emerge the top student, beating over 900,000 candidates countrywide.
Today I'm honored. I'm really honored to be here celebrating this. It's wonderful. I can say sincerely, I expected to do well, but I didn't expect it to be to this extent. This has come as a surprise.
Other than joining a prestigious school, this brainy student has a dream of studying psychiatry.
I dedicate this performance to all the people who have supported me through my journey in education, my teachers, my friends, my parents, and the school. I'd like to go to, started between two, the Kenya Girls High School or M-Pesa Foundation Academy.
Goldaline's father, a manager at a sugar company in Kakamega, arrived at the school premises in time for the celebration.
I am very proud. I am very happy with this performance. Tangu aingie ECD class 1, mtoto wangu amekuwa akifanya vizuri shuleni. Mara mingi kama ameperform vibaya sana ni nambari 2, lakini amekuwa namba 1 tangu zamani. Mke wangu amenipikia simu, mimi nilikuwa kazini, sikuwa najua kwamba amepita mtihani. Nimepata simu kutoka kwa baba na nimefurahi sana, nikatoka tu kazini mbio.
Of the top 100 students in the released exams, 6 are mentioned as persons with disabilities, who, according to Education Cabinet Secretary Fred Matiang'i, all will have a chance to join integrated national schools.
Due to the Special Needs Education Program and the Presidential Special Needs Education Focus since last year, because the President decided that we pay special attention to special needs schools. Those that are in high school category, we made a special allocation for them. And then we began to pay special attention to how we manage special needs educational institutions. And again, I am proud to report that you can see the fruits of that Presidential Special Needs Education Focus. We will even intensify our support to them this year so that we pay attention to our special needs children.
Goldalin's teachers have described her as a hard-working girl, talented in sports and a skillful dancer. She will go down in records as a student who gave a fresh meaning to the phrase, "Disability is not inability." Caroline B., KTN News.
This year's KCPE exams recorded a general improved performance compared to last year, with no single case of malpractice reported. The exams, which were marked in less than 3 weeks, saw the government implement new measures to speed up marking and eliminate cheating. Our senior reporter Rita Tinina tells us how.
Just 19 days after KCPE candidates finished their exams, Education Cabinet Secretary Dr. Fred Matiang'i, living up to his unpredictable style again, released the results, the earliest they have ever been released.
We have no malpractice case to report, and I wish and pray that we continue to run the education sector this way.
The exams were marked in record time after the government acquired 20 automated optical mark recognition machines at a cost of 100 million shillings.
And the beauty of these scanners is that this time I want to guarantee you, and you can take it to the bank, that there shall be no complaints, because our marks are at 99.98%.
For the first time, candidates had personalized mark sheets.
We pre-printed the name, center number, and index number in the OMR form, which came and actually enabled us to move very quickly.
With improved performance in all subjects except science, social and religious studies, 6 candidates with special needs are in the list of the top 100, with the number of candidates who scored 400 marks and above increasing to 9,846 from 5,144 last year.
We will place all our children who have 400 marks and above in national schools, regardless of whether they did the exams in private or public schools. We will not discriminate against any of our children.
The number of absent candidates decreased, and so did the number of those who scored below 100 marks.
The number has reduced by about 4,000, because last year we had 6,747 candidates scoring less than 100 marks. That number this year is 2,360.
The Form 1 selection process begins immediately and should be concluded by the 4th of December.
The firm instructions we have from the President is that by Jamhuri Day, every child must be placed in a school, because as you know, next year we start the implementation of the free secondary education program.
From optical mark recognition machines to personalized mark sheets, the class of 2017 is one of several firsts, a class that is set to pioneer one of Jubilee's major promises, free secondary education. Rita Tinina, KTN News.
Many of the top performers in the KCPE exam have attributed their success to prayer, hard work, and dedicated parents and teachers. Listen in.
You made my mom struggle so good.
Tears of joy flowed freely at Rockfield Junior Academy, Nairobi, where over 20 students had scored over 400 points in their KCPE exams.
443. I thank God so much because He has led me through this time that I've been in school.
The mood was replicated at Lakewood Primary School, where the top scorer garnered an impressive 445 points.
I'm excited and overwhelmed, and I'm very happy, and I just give thanks to God.
In Utawala, Kimona Grace of Bethel Springs Academy too was the object of admiration among peers, having scored 423 points.
I know this is just the beginning. We are going to do better than this. I want to thank God once again for this great work.
But as CS Fred Matiang'i put it,
it means it's a remarkable improvement. But here is where it gets even much sweeter for all of us. Our children who scored below 100 marks this year, the number has reduced by about 4,000.
The excellent performance across the country called for more song, dance and thanksgiving across the country. In Kisii County, girls dominated in this year's results, while private schools held their own at the top. Top student Sarah Onderi garnered 442 points and dreams of becoming a neurosurgeon.
And I also thank my parents that they have helped me financially. They have given me the material support I needed.
Goldaline Gakuyu emerged champion overall with 455 points. Garissa County too was not left behind. Leading the pack was Abdulatim Muhammad with 410 marks, followed by Hibo Ali with 408 marks and Marianne Ali with 407, all girls. Trix Ingado, KTN News.
Moi Primary School in Kabarak has emerged among the top performers in Nakuru County with 41 out of 134 candidates scoring over 400 points. Victor Gale with the details of the performance of KCPE candidates in that county.
Jubilation reigned at the Moi Primary School, Kabarak. The girl with the top honors is Annette Chebor. Chebor had 435 points and she's among 41 students who scored over 400 marks.
I'm so happy to have gotten these marks. I owe it all to God and to my parents, teachers, and everyone. Thank you so much for all the support that you've given me.
And the celebrations were replicated elsewhere in the county. Gadhoni Masharia of St. Peter's Elite Gilgil managed an impressive 447, emerging as the county's top performer and also among the country's top performing pupils.
She has just been good all along since she started nursery. But I think what is important is to note that one has to create, parents have got to create a very enabling environment for kids.
Last year we read in Nakuru County. We are also happy. This year we are top of all the schools in this county. Next year we are expecting to be the best in the whole republic.
Gilgil Hills School was also another top performer in Nakuru County with a mean score of 410 marks. The institution had over 50 candidates scoring over 400 marks. This school's top performer was Kiki Mumbi.
I feel great to be here, but it's all attributed to God. I thank Him for the far that He's taken me.
It has taken the hand of the Lord for us to come this far. The success we see today because of the discipline we have, the fear of God, and the hard work.
Other top-performing schools in Nakuru County include Anesta Primary, Christ the King, St. Mary's Girls Boarding and Sun and Shield School. Victor Gale, KTN News, Nakuru County.
So amid tough economic times, Kenyan parents will perhaps have the longest period ever to prepare for Form 1 admission. This follows the early release of KCPE results today, way before the December holidays. KTN News coast reporter Francis Ontomwa sampled views from parents on this subject at the Kenyan coast and now reports.
Ever since he took charge of the education docket, Dr. Fred Matiang'i has led an unpredictable style of leadership, at times taking the entire country by surprise. This happened yet again today. The release of today's KCPE caught many off guard, but it is a move that has received accolades from many parents.
Kwa kweli ni vizuri kwa sababu kawaida fees za kuingia kidato cha kwanza huwa ni mzigo mkubwa kwa wazazi. So kwa sasa tunajipanga mapema. Tunamshukuru sana Bwana Matiang'i.
Ametupa wakati wa kutosha kama wazazi kuweza kujitafuta na kujipanga kwa ajili ya masomo ya watoto wetu. Naona watu hawatakuwa na malalamishi mengi, labda pengine majibu yamekuja kuchelewa ama namna gani.
With end of the year festivities just around the corner and the economic situation getting tougher for most Kenyans on the low cadres of life, it is quite clear that parents will have to moderate expenditures.
I think this was the best idea and it was very timely. It gives us ample time to prepare even financially for next year because we know January 4th we're in high school now.
Hata wale ambao wanaenda kwa holiday zao waende wakijua ni nini ambacho kinawangojea mbeleni kwa niaba ya masomo ya watoto wao.
School administrators have also lauded the move as one that will help them streamline school management.
Early preparation for the teachers, for the parents who are preparing for the payment of the school fees for the children. So there is enough room for preparation.
There has been a tremendous improvement in terms of credibility of exams. Unlike previous years where we had issues with some schools maybe being alleged to have cheated.
For most pupils, this cuts the anxiety and helps them prepare for Form 1 enrollment.
I thank the CS for giving us the results early and for his simultaneous efforts for our Class 8 exam.
At least now 3 weeks, yeah. To me it seemed a long time, even though it's shorter than last year's release.
What he has done is great because it gives the parents the time to prepare for us.
Even with the government announcing the onset of free secondary school education next year, most parents remain apprehensive of the future and choose instead to put shoulders to the wheel. Francis Ontomwa, KTN News, Mombasa.
So President Uhuru Kenyatta will be sworn in next week on Tuesday, and we'll be telling you about the preparations that are currently going on inside the Kasarani Sports Complex. Let me take a break and then we'll have that story for you.
This is KTN News.